Hello, my friend. Relight your spark, because dark times are good for you. They wake you to the beauty of the light, and that light starts inside. You know full well that sooner or later your interests in the world will clash with those of other people, and conflicts will darken your life. Crises will occur in your existence, and it will take a turn for the worse. But you can prepare yourself for such eventualities, my friend. You don't have to just live from day to day, just hoping for the best. You can strengthen your inner world in such a way that you know that you are resilient and can cope with anything that comes to you, no matter what. So, to do so, you have to first understand that contrast, conflict, difference, polarities, paradox are all very important in life. They are the greatest teachers you will ever have. So, the truth is that you often live in a state of kind of adaptation where you stop noticing the blessings in your life because they have become a background against the demands, the duties, the chores, and the noise of your everyday existence. And so you don't differentiate anymore. You have become lacking in discernment, my friend. You only discern those things that are being imposed all the time and that take over your world. Pause and let yourself think about how darkness and light interact, and how really and truly both of them are equally important. Darkness will serve as a lens for the light in your life, and difficulties will help you understand yourself and your existence and make you strong. The power of contrast is enormous. If you live in constant daylight and there is never any darkness or night in your life, the concept of light itself loses its meaning. It's the contrast between the two that makes light what it is, light in the darkness. If things all become neutral and there isn't that contrast, that differentiation, you will not be aware of what you are aware of when you live through the cycle of day and night, and you realize the value of the light in the daytime, allowing to explore and work and see. But you will also realize the value of night, because the darkness allows you to go down, go into rest mode, and enjoy your sleep. So just as a star is invisible at noon because there's too much light, but brilliant at midnight on a dark night, the same happens in your life. Your appreciation of hope or kindness or safety goes dormant when things are easy. They begin to stand out in dark times. Your discernment for those qualities, those values, only comes out during difficulties and dark nights of the soul, my friend. You awaken in these dark times. Grief and failure and uncertainty and doubt will strip away the normal distractions, the things you take for granted. When you're in a dark room, even the tiniest sliver of light under a door becomes the most important thing in the world, and you focus your attention on it. When things are easy, gratitude becomes an artificial thing. You might only feel it in a kind of performative way or in a shallow way, paying lip service to it. But when things are dark and difficult, your gratitude becomes real. It becomes a lifeline. It becomes that which allows you to appreciate all the value of what is still in your life. There is a shift that happens in you. And people who have been through dark times have this breadth and this depth in themselves because they have shifted in this way. They have stopped thinking that their lives will get better through promotions, achievements, a bigger house, more possessions, and they have learned that the true value is somewhere completely different. They have learned to appreciate the stars in the night. They have learned to appreciate the single flower that holds the beauty of life, or the tree that whispers to them in the wind and that tells them about how complex and amazing everything truly is. They will have appreciated that their lungs are working, that their hands and their feet are working, that their mind is working, that their entire body is a work of art. They will have learned to appreciate true friendship of someone who still thinks of them when things have been hardest. And that will teach them to feel true empathy and care for others in that situation. They will have learned the value of love, my friend. And the result is a recalibration of your senses, of your appreciation of joy, of your appreciation of love. And you will lower the threshold at which you praise your blessings. You will realize that you will need very little for you to be blessed and feel fortunate and lucky with what is in your life. The dark nights of the soul, my friend, give you night vision. They make you see spiritually, even at the darkest of time, and they create this depth of character in you. They give you new radiance. It's not that you enjoy difficulty particularly. It is that you know that it sifts what is important from what is not important, and that you learn to value the things that truly matter. And this is how your character becomes much refined, and you become a better friend, a better carer, a better worker, a better human being altogether. And it just would not happen to you, my friend, if everything were easy all the time and you lived with constant light. This darkness is how you not just learn to survive or overcoming your fear, but to be truly resilient and trust in your own capacity to overcome, and trust in life to be cyclical and to bring you what you need to strengthen in your struggle and to become this stronger, better person. You know that the light will return because that's how life works. You know that you are growing. You know that things will be for the best as long as you respond to the situation responsibly and with true understanding, making new connections and finding beauty in the mundane, finding beauty in the cup of tea, in the smile from the stranger, and your own luminous quality will also shine through and will help others who are in that same darkness. You will see more how life works, and you will see small signs everywhere. The purring cat or the dog that stops to give you a lick will be signs of life returning and still looking after you. You will see sparks of life everywhere, and most importantly, you will have relit your inner spark. And if you have that inner spark, you can be in the dark and still have light. It is a bit like the new quantum theories that have discovered that there may be light in darkness, that light might enter a dark quantum state where it continues to exist, though it cannot be seen momentarily. The photons are still there. They are just hidden in this dark quantum state, and that is exactly what happens to you, my friend. And it isn't observing the particle that knocks it off course, but it is the flipping from a dark state into a bright one that makes all the difference. I believe this is what we human beings have to learn to do, to light our inner spark in darkness and to become capable of finding that light and bringing that light to even the darkest situations that happen to humans. Strength is always hidden inside of you, but you find it in your darkest moments. The trick is to remember the light inside. Be with your inner light and allow it, my friend, to shine brightly, always and always.